2019. As in the last episode, we searched for the Porsche Carrera GT. I did a little bit of an explanation. Apparently it's 1 every 10 times that you can get a Porsche Carrera GT. Even that is a stretch. But in today's episode, we are going to rebuild one of the Carrera GTs that I have. So, I rebuilt a car just for the sake of rebuilding it. I think it was a Reptilia that I was working on, but I forgot to save. So, all that work was for naught. So, what we're going to do is what we do with every one of my episodes. I am redoing this series because I didn't like it the last time I rebuilt it. Alright. Apparently this is the one that's here, and we are going to rebuild this Porsche Carrera GT. The body has already been worked on. All I need to do is get the engine rebuilt, and we are going to start on this. Alright, as we're going to start out, let's see. Did I clean the interior? I think I did. Yeah, I cleaned the interior. There is no rust whatsoever. Let's actually take the front seat out. And let's give this thing a little bit of a... Let's put a Carrera GT, 2 Carrera GT seats. Alright, so let's put these in here. Yeah, this seat was in poor condition, so no. Alright. So that's done. Let's get this. For starters, do I need to undercar? So I need to go over here. I'm gonna work on the front, then the rear. So the front of the car, I'm just gonna get everything replaced. Let me see if I can pull up my book. Where's my pencil? Alright, I'm gonna go off mic for a second until I can look for a pencil. Alright, I am back. We have the Porsche Carrera GT. Let's get these tires examined so I can... What's the tire size? 265/35s. .265/35s front, 65 35/19s are 19-inch. So these are 19-inch rims. So now that I got that done, let's take apart this car. And I need you guys all to pray for my older brother. He is suffering from graft versus host disorder. He just had a transplant to try and fix the leukemia, which it was partially fixed, but then things just turned out bad. So I'm not very happy with what's been going on. I've been trying to be keeping in the loop with what's been going on, but I haven't been able to. But I've been trying to focus on my life, and Hopefully, by the time I actually get engaged, me and my girlfriend right now are thinking about it, but nothing really is gonna come of it. I don't know yet, but let's get this Carrera GT up to its former glory, which should be an easy task. Let's get the steering rack out of there. Wheel hubcap. Now, in regards to what the next car is I'm going to be building, that is a story for another day. The Carrera GT that I am rebuilding right now will be sold off, as I said in the first episode. Alright, so we got that taken out. Let's get the parts repaired, and then let's try and fix this car, because it deserves to be repaired. Well, that was uneventful. Was the cross member able to be repaired? No, it was not. Cross member B. This started off lovely. Cross member B. I need bushings. I need... That's 4. I need 12 rubber bushings for the front. Then I need a wheel hub bearing, which let's alright, front knuckle housing B. One knuckle. I don't know if I fixed any of those, so I'm gonna put that. Let's see what else. Need a bearing. I need the wheel hub bearing. 2 of those. I need 4 of these crankshaft bearings for when I rebuild it. Upper suspension arm. Let's do this. Then I need a lower suspension arm. No, it's bottom suspension arm. Bottom suspension arm. I need a front sway bar. I don't know which one it is, but I need a steering rack. I need one of those. I need tie rods. 2 outer, 2 inner. Let's see what else. Okay. Double wishbone shock absorber. What do I need? Is that front sway bar? Yeah, it's just a front sway bar. I need 1 front sway bar. Alright, so now... Yeah, I did the right thing. I need 1 front wheel hub. I need 1 of those. Alright, so now I need a wheel hub bearing, and then I need a wheel hub cap. 2 wheel hub caps, because I don't know if I've repaired any of them. Then I need brake disc, 2 brake disc ventilateds, I think I repaired both of these. I think I'm gonna buy 2 of these just in case. I haven't taken out the ABS pumps yet. Alright, then I need to put the crossmember B in. Bottom suspension arm. Then I need this. Front sway bar. Use sway bar end link B. Front sway bar end link. Do these. Need a steering rack. So now I can put the race tire back on. But I'm not ready to do that yet. Let's get the other side done. That I need to do this. Wheel hub bearing, front brakes ventilated, hubcap. Then I need to put the inner tie rod, outer tie rod. Then I need to put the front sway bar end link. Do that. Then what I'm going to do is put the bushings back in. Let's go over here, put that bushing back in. These sell for like 300,000, so this should be a good car to rebuild, and I could get a pretty decent payout for it. Alright, so now what the big question is, do I want to paint the rims? Let's get the tie rods in, or not the tie rods in, the shock absorbers in, so I can get this front end done, because it's... And I'm going to see how much power I can get out of this. With the second one, I'm going to put as much power in it as I possibly can. Now, when in regards to the what I'm going to do with this car, I already said I'm going to sell it, but what do I want to do with it? Do I want to paint it, or what do I want to do with it? So, that's a question for another day. Fuel pump, and a fuel tank. Alright, so now the front end is almost done. Let's put the fuel pump in there. No, not right now. Why? I'm doing a freaking Let's Play on freaking YouTube. Yeah, so. I'm trying to get things. Okay. Just turn my mic off. Sorry about that, you guys. I was talking to a friend of mine, and me and him were talking about the future of our universe, and I did not make, I did not put the rim on the tire. I mean, these look really nice for rims. I like them. I just gotta wait for this to balance. Alright, so now we gotta put the Carrera GT rims back on this. So that saved me a little bit of bank. But these tires look nice on this car, I will say that much. I think that's the reason why they chose them. And it's done just as I talk about it. Alright, so now I'm gonna put the factory color back on this car real quick. Now that I got the front end done. Let's put this in the paint shop. It's the factory color. It is the sets of the factory color. Let's put this in lift 3 again. So the engine is not looking very good. So what I need to do is I need to take these rims off. Because next we're working on the motor. So I'm going to take everything off the back. And before I can put things back on, I need to take the motor out, rebuild the motor, then put the motor back in order for me to freaking fix everything. So it's like a the drive axle in this car is in the back, so let's just taking everything out that is not necessary. So before I work on this motor, let's actually take this access engine bay. Can I take this? I am accessing the engine bay. Just whatever. It's whatever. So I'm gonna put this into 2 parts. Alright, I might not put this in 2 parts because this is an easy car to build. Let's take the Porsche rear exhaust. And then take the rear wheel hub out. So now what I'm going to do is take the battery out. Put it on the charger, and that's going to be charged for when I'm ready to put this back in. So now what I need to do is grab the engine crane, put that in row 3, take that out. Now I can go like this. Oh, I leveled up. Let's put this over here. Let's put that in there so I know how much I'm getting from this. Let's put a new engine. It's a V10. Okay, this is a double overhead cam V10 engine. Alright, so what I need is an engine block V10. this V10. V10. Alright, so all the Porsche parts. Need 2 of these, 2 of the bases. I need 2 of these gears, 2 of these gears, 2 air filter covers. I need 20 of these. And this is a double overhead cam, so I need 4 of these. The clutch cover, crankshaft of V10. 2 of these. 1 of these. Let's see. Oil filter V10. This. Then I need the timing cover for these shoes. Water pump pulley. I need 1 of these. 1 of these. Then I need pistons. I need 10 of these. 10 of these. I need rod cap. I need 10 of these, and I already got the crankshaft bearing caps. Go over here, go to the V10 heads. So let's put these on here. Let's get as much power out of this as I can. 4 of these. I'm not going to put too much into this. I'm going to need 1 of these. I need a throttle. It's GT. Alright. Let's get this motor rebuilt. I need an alternator. And then what kind of power steering pump do I need? I4. Water pump, I4B. Power steering pump, I4B. Throw the V10 oil filter in. I need the crankshaft. I need the water pump V10. And then I need water pump pulley. Alright, that's done. Need a fuel filter. Where are the fuel filter? Ah, there you are, fuel filter. Alright, when I get my hands on a Pagani, we'll put the Pagani versus the Carrera GT, see which one can reach a better top speed. Filter base, need to put those 2 back in. Now it's the fun part. I'm not gonna go overboard with this car, I'm just gonna see if I can get as much a little bit of a boost as much as I can, but I'm not going to go in depth because it would make the car undrivable. Because if I were to put the standard tires on this car wouldn't drive at all. So it is in my best interest to make sure that when I do complete this car that I don't make it overpowered, because then the car would just be undrivable. We can't have that. No. Alright. Alright. This is the painstaking part and the tedious part, getting all these freaking pistons in. And I know it's not this easy in real life, and I've gotten my hands down and dirty with an engine. It is not when it's depicted in this game. There's a lot of more wiring that you need to do. There's much more maintenance. And if you crash your car, you're a start back from square one, so not good. But now the 10 pistons are in, oil pan is in. Let's move this back down. Let's put the clutch on. And the clutch cover. Need a head. And then we got the air filter intake manifold. I'd live to get my hands on this kind of car in real life. I don't like, this is one of my dream cars. Just do I need 2 throttles or just one? Of course, I need 2 throttles. One more throttle. Okay, then I need the air filter cover. The other one in there, so I can. Alright, so the engine is looking nice right now. $15 screws. Let's get the spark plugs. Need 10 of these babies. Then I need chain. Two timing chains. Now I need to put the crankshafts in. Let's get as much power out of this baby as humanly fucking possible. No. This is the upgraded one, right? Let's get the spark plugs in here, because if I don't get them in now, I'm not going to be able to later. I mean, this car has a long history of racing, so this car would be very good on the track. Which I'm going to do in this episode. I'm going to freaking take this car on the track and put it up against my other Carrera GT. We're going to put a... Which one's better? I'm going to put this car up against my GT40, which is running a V8. But that thing is making 1,000 horsepower. This car is going to be making a lot more, I can tell you that much. But will it be worth it, though? Only time will tell. So now I got to put the cam gear A. Let's put this timing chain on. 4 of these babies. Timing cover. Now I need to do the same thing on this side, but I'm gonna get the spark plugs in there because little did I know that the oil fill plug is on the transmission. Which is very, very odd, to be very honest with you. I've never seen a car that actually had got the oil fill cap on the fucking transmission. Usually it's on the block, but this time it is actually on the fucking gearbox, which is something that I have never seen before. When I was putting together my first Carrera GT, that was very surprising. I spent like 10 minutes searching for where the freaking oil fill plug was. But little did I know, as I said, it was on the gearbox, which made me do a face palm. Like, really? This car has an oil fill cap on the gearbox? But enough of that. Let's talk about this car. It actually was a concept car in 2002 or 3. I don't know when it was actually released. Let me look that up real quick. What was the release date? Alright, I will be right back. Alright, I am back and I am going to be pulling up the release date of the Porsche Carrera GT. The Porsche Carrera GT was started in 2004, but it was a concept car in 2003. And I'm looking on the official Porsche website. Porsche started the production run of the Porsche Carrera GT in 2004, shipping the units with an MSRP of $448,000 US. The first Carrera GT went on sale in the United States on January 31st, 2004. And it had its 0 to 60 of 3.5 seconds and 0 to 130 miles an hour in 10.8 seconds. Almost 11 seconds to get it from 0 to 100. Like, goddamn, that is a quick car. So now, let's get the crankshaft pulley. Pulley, I need idle roller. Get 5 and 5, just in case. What does GT stand for? When I look at the GT, I think of a couple things. It was one of the cars that Doug DeMero, one of my favorite YouTubers, he grew up with seeing this car. He has a bunch of them in his house, model cars, which is very, very interesting. I am genuinely very surprised that he worships the freaking GT that much. Cover. Let's do this, and then I need ignition coils, which I can get. 10 of these babies. Then this car is gonna be insane to drive. But here's the thing. The thing that I can't get over is that this car was so underappreciated. I will be posting a video of the reasons why I think the Porsche Carrera GT was undervalued. Alright, so I'm going to give you a little bit of what I had knowledge of. Back in 2003, 2004, Need for Speed came up with the game Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. And that car was one of the high-end cars that you could get late stages in the game. And I put those two cars, the McLaren F1 and the Porsche Carrera GT against each other. And the McLaren F1 won by a long shot. And it was I didn't think it was fair. Well, okay. V10. And the fact that this car had a V10, not a... And the Lamborghini Murcielago, I don't know, still don't know how to pronounce that. Many different people have many different interpretations, but this engine is done. It is done. Now that I look at it, it looks freaking amazing. Let's take the engine off, put the engine back in. Now I gotta lift the car back up to install the gearbox. And while I'm at that, let's see how many parts we can wasn't able to repair that. Get to work. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of that. Now let's put the gearbox back on. And rear exhaust section. Put that in there. The way I think this car should have been utilized was that it should have been put into a racing league. That would have put this car on the map. It just couldn't compete with freaking McLaren, because that F1, I hold that car in high regards. A starter V8. What I need to do is the knuckle housing. I need 2 knuckle housing these. Two of these I need. Knuckle. Rear axle knuckle cover. And I need brake discs. 2 of these. Two of these, two of these, two of these. Brake servo, ABS pump, ABS module. Oh, I did repair both of them. That's a surprise. Repaired both wheel hubs, too. I'm just so... Oh, I need 4 rubber bushings. Four rubber bushings, and then I need bearing, 2 wheel hub bearings, drive axles. What drive axle do I need? Or do I need any? I need a rear drive axle B. These are 335, 30, 20s. These are 20-inch rims. Right. Nope. I need 4 more. Need 4 more bushings. Rear drive axle B. Need 1 of these. Need 1 more of these. Then I need a double wishbone shock absorber rear. 2 of these, and then 2. I need 3 radiator A's. 3 of these. Need 2 of these. I think I need 2 of these. I don't know exactly what's going on. Nope, I only needed 2 of them. Okay, so this car is almost done. Almost. Now, just need to put oil in. Let's put the oil. Alright, so how much would I get if I sold it right now? Almost. That'd be $285,000 for this car. So he's paying big money for it. Alright. Alright. Alright, that is nice. Very, very nice. Nah, that's not gonna work. That won't work. Alright, so let's go to the plate shop. And for everybody that is, let's go to the Red Dot City, put 1 plate. I mean, 1 of those. Alright, so now what I have to do is I have to go over here. Nope. Wasn't able to repair that one. I need 2 size 20. Then I need slicks on the back because it's size 20, 335, 30. Hashtag revenge. This car's gonna look nice when it's done. Alright. To get this rim back on. Damn, this looks nice. Now I just gotta wait for this one to get done. Alright, let's put her in the entrance and see what she puts up for numbers. Let's see if she fires up. Pretty sure she'll fire up, though. Oh, she is running. She is running. Let's put her in the dyno, and let's see what she can get done. Well, this is going to be an interesting end to the episode. She's running. Damn. Not as much as my Ford GT, but let's take her out on a drive. What better way to end this episode than to take this baby out for a drive? She is worth $357,000 for her. Damn. She's worth it. Let's put her on the abandoned airport, get her broken a little bit, and then we are going to really push her hard. We're gonna do 4 laps on the racetrack. As you can see, she does not want to turn. Could she break 200? She looks nice. I like the sound of her. Well, let's take her on the racetrack and see, or on the top speed track and see how fast she can soar down the road. I'm very happy with this car, and it pains me to have to sell her, but that's the way it goes. In Car Mechanic Simulator, you buy cars to sell them later on down the road. So, this gives the Zimmerman stamp of approval. Very nice car. Just
did you get it? I'm getting dizzy. Hi guys, today I want to share 10 things I hate about my Carrera GT. This is probably the most loved Porsche of all time, if you're a hard Porsche fan. But there are actually things I don't like about this car. First is the first gear. This car is really free.
let's see how she does. An hour. 0 to 200 miles an hour was at 18.9. Wow.
Even Jay Leno had a little bit of a dangerous incident with his car on the track where he spun out and he was he lost control of the car basically. Luckily, he came out unscratched. But it's a very dangerous car, a lot of torque, and traction, not so much. So the third thing I hate about this car is visibility. You have almost no visibility when you're sitting in the car and
Alright, that's
you're
it.
backing out the car. Or even just simple driving. The mirrors, you barely have any visibility in the back or on your sides. And that's always a problem.